What if one of the greatest empires in human history never ended? No collapse, no fall of Rome, no dark ages. Just one continuous civilization stretching across 2,000 years. A world where emperors never became history because they never stopped ruling. Where Latin never died because it became the foundation of global communication. And where modern society didn't grow from chaos, but from an empire that refused to disappear. Tonight, we step into an alternate timeline. A world where the Roman Empire never fell. In our timeline, Rome collapsed under political instability, economic pressure, and external invasions.
But in this world, something very different happens. The mountain passes are the key. Move forces here. Secure the eastern flank. It shall be done.
Power is centralized, but flexible. Provinces are reorganized into efficient administrative regions. Communication networks across Europe, Africa, and Asia Minor are strengthened instead of ignored.
By the 5th century, there is no fall of Rome. There is only transformation.
And as centuries pass, Rome doesn't shrink. It adapts, it expands, it endures. In our history, the fall of Rome led to centuries of fragmentation in Europe. But in this timeline, that collapse never happens, which means no widespread loss of knowledge.
No interruption of scientific progress. No feudal system rising from chaos.
Instead, Roman institutions remain intact. Libraries continue to grow instead of burning.
Engineering knowledge is passed forward without interruption. And education remains a core pillar of society.
By the year 1000, the world is already dramatically advanced.
Stone aqueducts evolve into continent-wide water systems. Roman roads become high-capacity trade networks. And cities across Europe resemble structured imperial capitals rather than isolated medieval towns. History doesn't restart. It simply continues.
With stability lasting for over 1,000 extra years, technological progress takes a different path.
Not faster in the chaotic sense, but more controlled, organized, and state-driven. Early mechanical engineering develops under imperial funding. Large-scale construction projects reshape entire landscapes.
Advanced metallurgy and infrastructure systems emerge centuries ahead of our timeline.
But there is a limitation. Innovation is not chaotic like in modern capitalism.
It is regulated, approved, controlled by imperial institutions.
So instead of rapid disruption, Rome experiences steady, structured advancement. A civilization that builds slowly, but never stops building. As centuries pass, Rome becomes more than an empire. It becomes the center of global civilization.
Trade routes expand across Eurasia. Diplomatic missions reach distant kingdoms in Asia and Africa. Later, Roman explorers crossed the Atlantic, integrating the Americas into imperial networks.
But unlike modern nation-states, there are no competing countries in the same sense.
Instead, there is one dominant global system, Rome, and everything else exists in relation to it.
Latin becomes the universal language of law, science, and diplomacy.
Citizenship becomes a global identity, rather than a national one.
To be Roman is not to be from a country, but to belong to the world's only continuous civilization. But stability always comes with a cost. Without collapse, there is no Renaissance rebellion. Without fragmentation, there is no Enlightenment challenge to authority. Without revolution, there is no modern concept of nation-states.
Rome survives not just through strength, but through adaptation and control.
Religion is integrated into the imperial system. Education is standardized across provinces. Political dissent exists, but within strict boundaries.
Philosophy continues to evolve, but always under the watchful eye of imperial authority.
So the question becomes increasingly difficult. Did Rome preserve civilization, or did it shape it into something unbreakable?
Fast forward to the modern era. There are no countries as we know them.
Instead, the world is organized into Roman administrative regions. Cities like Londinium, Byzantium, and Alexandria are global megacities.
The Senate still governs alongside an emperor or elected imperial council.
Infrastructure spans continents under unified imperial standards. Technology resembles a blend of ancient continuity and modern advancement.
Electric systems, global communication networks, and industrial-scale engineering all exist.
But under one governing civilization that has never been replaced.
There is no Cold War, no competing superpowers, only Rome and its provinces.
So what does this world really mean? Is it progress or control?
A civilization that never broke, but also never truly restarted. Because sometimes, history doesn't move forward in a straight line.
It moves forward by breaking and rebuilding.
And maybe the biggest question isn't out what we gained, but what we lost.
If you enjoyed this alternate history journey, don't forget to like the video and subscribe.
Because every week, we explore new timelines that never existed, but could have changed everything.
Tell us in the comments, what if should we explore next? What if the internet never existed?
What if World War II never happened? Or what if humanity never left Earth?
Your idea might become the next video.
And remember, in another timeline, this version of history might actually be real.
We just happen to live in this one.